Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Josie A, I reform. This is for you. Great glory, great rising. Yeah. Rough. The most I rough. The most I rough. The most I rough. You can't stop. The most I rough. The most I rough. The most I rough. The most I rough. You can't stop. The most I rough. The most I rough. The most I rough. The most I rough. You can't stop. The most I rough. Genesis 15:13 indenture. It was divine capture that our people had to endure. 83 has no future, no measure for their pasture. The blessing is fisher, the culture vultures fracture. No departure for the rapture, reality is rupture. Coming down to no structure, the first of them is not sure, but the last of us is a treasure, yeah. They thought their deeds were obscure, actions they got you. And confusion, her voice was the only thing to usher. Now feel the full wrath of oppression. You can't stop the most I love. The most I love. The most I love. The most I love. You can't stop the most I love. The most I love. The most I love. The most I love. You can't stop the most I love. The most I love. The most I love. The most I love. You can't stop the most I love. Shows with that lecture, the rituals useless gesture. We are not the same creature, we worship by nature. 400 of torture, it was a great adventure. They want to be us by twisting our holy scripture. Changing the procedure, forging our signature. Even emotional nature, want none of our mixture. Now everyone wants to sever the pleasure. That's why we say, you cannot stop the most I love. The most I love. The most I love. The most I love. You can't stop the most I love. The most I love. The most I love. The most I love. You can't stop the most I love. The most I love. The most I love. The most I love. You can't stop the most I love. Church was got you when you match you pass on match you. Every down was manicure, the sermon was a pedicure. The blessing was secure, we were considering impure. We were considering impure, the ghost of English scripture. Eyes filled with aperture, fears rendered them insecure. Prophecies are now near, words heal and also endure. What's it waiting in 83, no words could ever conjure. That's right, let's see. You can't stop the most I love. The most I love. The most I love. The most I love. You can't stop the most I love. The most I love. The most I love. The most I love. You can't stop the most I love. The most I love. The most I love. The most I love. You can't stop the most I love. You can't stop it. You can't hide it. You can't avoid it. You can't escape it. You can't stop it. You can't hide it. You can't avoid it. You can't escape it. You can't stop it. You can't hide it. You can't avoid it. You can't escape it. You can't stop it. Stop. You can't hide it. You can't avoid it. No, you can't stop the most I love. Wow, the most I love. Rob, the most I love. Rob, the most I love. Yeah, rob, the most I love. Rob, the most I love. Rob, the most I love. Yeah, rob, the most I love. You can rob. most I rough on the rough. Stop, on the most I bring rough. You can't stop. You can't stop. Can't stop. The most I rough. Yeah, rough. Yeah. You can't stop. Watch out. Whoa. Get off my way.
Good afternoon. I can tell you we just learned that the FBI reportedly warned California police about that unconfirmed intelligence report involving a possible drone strike by Iran off the West Coast. That's according to ABC News. It's reports like that one, which is exactly why we see some barricades outside, fencing here. We know that by Sunday there will be hundreds of police officers deployed here to the Dolby Theater, along with hundreds of federal Homeland Security and FBI personnel. Moments ago, in a virtual news conference, Governor Gavin Newsom said that he was aware of those threats from Iran to attack areas of California with drone strikes. Take a listen.
Concerns as it relates to the broader concern. As it relates to drone strikes, we've been aware of that information. We've been working collaboratively through the SOC, which we established right after the war began, the State Operations Center, working with the Office of Emergency Service, but also working locally to make sure we transmit any information that we have received, and we're aware of that, which has been reported, I think, by ABC 7. We're aware of that information, and we transfer that information in real time to our local partners. Drone issues have been always top of mind, and we've assembled work groups specifically around those concerns. But that's all I'll share at the moment. I have nothing more insightful beyond just what's been reported and how we're transmitting what we know to our local partners, which is critical.
So there you have it. But important to note, authorities emphasize there is no confirmed specific threat tied to the Oscars right now, but they say heightened vigilance is necessary given the global tensions created by the conflict with Iran. Authorities say an encoded shortwave radio message believed to have originated in Iran was detected shortly after the reported killing of the country's supreme leader on February 28th. Investigators say the number sequence
Okay, you guys could not hear me. I thought you could. I was telling you guys to pay attention to the fellow eyes. All right, well, shalom, beloved, great glory. Give me a one if you can hear me and see me well. Boy, I've been talking, but the microphone was mute. All right, you guys can hear me now. Okay, let's watch it again. Pay attention to the fellow's eyes, okay? All right? Give the Holy One great praise. I thought you guys could hear me, but the microphone was mute. Okay, now let's watch it again. All right. Okay, in the midst of all that, beloved, okay, watch what's going on in the background. Those people really don't care.
Good afternoon. I can tell you we just learned that the FBI reportedly warned California police about that unconfirmed intelligence report involving a possible drone strike by Iran off the West Coast. That's according to ABC News. It's reports like that one, which is exactly why we see some barricades out.
Look at this Spider-Man dude over there. Okay, look at this Spider-Man dude. And look at those people, oh, give your life to Jesus because the war and stuff like that. You guys caused this. You Christian backward bastards did this, okay? Now look at this Spider-Man right here.
Outside fencing here. We know that by Sunday there will be hundreds of police officers deployed here to the Dolby Theater, along with hundreds of federal Homeland Security and FBI personnel. Moments ago, in a virtual news conference, Governor Gavin Newsom said that he was aware of those threats from Iran to attack areas of California with drone strikes. Take a listen.
concerns. As it relates to the broader concern,
look at his eyes. Look at the guy's eyes. Okay.
as it relates to drone strikes, we've been aware of that information. We've been working collaboratively through the SOC, which we established right after the war began, the State Operations Center, working with the Office of Emergency Service, but also working locally to make sure we transmit any information that we have received, and we're aware of that, which has been reported, I think, by ABC7. We're aware of that information, and we transfer that information in real time to our local partners. Drone issues have been always top of mind, and we've assembled work groups specifically around those concerns. But that's all I'll share at the moment. I have nothing more insightful beyond just what's been reported and how we're transmitting what we know to our local partners, which is critical.
Dude, eyes is how many Batman of eyes? Look at the fellow, his eyes is the twitching, the hands pulling. Yo, it's like what? We don't have him. What it felt like, dude has somebody with a gun in the back of his head. Dude, eyes beat like 100 times. Is he on coke? Because I know over there in California, you know, them people over there don't play, man. Dude, eyes up, but we have to. What is it? This could be related to some heavy snorting. That's good. It could, because you can see the twitching, what is it? Watch the video again. Look at this. Like, yo, why? Let's watch the video again. Okay. All right. Pay attention to the fellow's eyes.
Strikes. We've been aware of that information. We've been working collaboratively through the SOC, which we established right after the war began, the State Operations Center, working with the Office of Emergency Service, but also working locally to make sure we transmit any information that we have received, and we're aware of that, which has been reported, I think, by ABC7. We're aware of that information, and we transfer that information in real time to our local partners. Drone issues have been always top of mind. And we've assembled some work groups specifically around those concerns. But that's all I'll share at the moment. I have nothing more insightful beyond just what's been reported and how we're transmitting what we know to our local partners, which is critical.
Yo, in like 30 seconds, the dude has somewhere on like 70 to 80. This is what I can count. Batman of the eye. What the hell? Yo, you giving an address to the people. You look. Greetings, and yes, we are aware that the Iran resistance had sent some threat, and they said they were about to attack California, but we do not have the specific information and where and how they're going to do this. But when we do have the more information, we will let you folks know, just to let the public know to stay calm, stay at peace. Jesus is on our side. We're good. Much love. Be at peace. Yo, that dude, and I said we don't have the information. I like, yo, what is it? What is it? It's something in your eye? What who's behind that guy? Is somebody behind? Is somebody in front of him? Because I can't see. What the hell? It could probably be AI. The fellow Newsom could probably be gone, and then they just type this thing in there, and the AI is twitching. When people are talking, they blink once, twice, but 75 to in 30, yo, 35, 30 seconds. The dude blinked like 75 to over 70 times, man. Is there something in his system? Because I know over there in California, son, those people, yo, he's tweaking out, man. Dude is tweaking out. Like what's wrong with his eyes? This could be eye allergic season. That's why the dude, he is high, he's drunk, he's nervous, he's in something. All right? It's either two things. It shows either it's drugs or he's highly nervous and stressed, like people will speak really quickly. What is it? Is it stress? Or is it fear? Or you just sniff your hands or some kind of table that had some a specific powder with some kind of texture and certain potency in there. To my beloved over there in California, fear not. Oh, okay, the phone was off, so that's what happened. That's what this thing couldn't do this. I was supposed to leave it off. To my beloved over there in California, he was high and scared, because when those people get high, when those people get scared, they get high. They get happy, they get high. They neutral, they get high. They high all the time, man. Okay? All right. To our beloved over there in California, we bring you peace. Be at peace. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. This is not sign of someone that has confidence, someone that going to somewhat to a degree conquer a group of people or even a land. This is not the behavior of a soldier. This is not the behavior of a leader. Those are not the speech of someone that is ready to take down a group of people. This is a medicated fellow. This is the speech of a desperate group of people. What you're seeing here is this thing is not even begin yet. We just recently, yesterday, officially done with our fast. Today is the 12th. We are symbolically ending the fast, and we're going to have some rest and introspection. Remember, throughout the fast, your main duty is to control your emotion now. Your main work is to not letting those people or anybody out there drag you into this mess. Your main duty is to stay away, avoid certain people so you won't become the victim. There must be victim. This is an omelette. The Holy One, the angels, the demons, the spirits are making an omelette. Your job is to avoid not being part of this, because a lot of people that look like us, that you thought that was us, will drag people into this and make this thing feel they're going to attack us. You know, we're all over the world. Somehow they're going to send millions of missiles that will target each one of us. Before this thing was Jacob's show was supposed to be first. They rounded us up, okay, put us in camp and kill us, most of us. Well, they're not even us. A group of a camp, one camp only. Put them in a stuff, but they haven't. The chips, the whatever they are calling RFID, you know how stupid that is? RFID chip. Out of card here. There you go. This is a chip. This is an RFID chip. You do know what RFID stands for, right? RFID. Identification, whatever that is. Most of the stuff, they have this chip. It's a tracking chip. It's a tech chip. It's on your phone. It's pretty much in anything. Even before the internet, they had chip in a bunch of things. We haven't seen the chip. We haven't seen 83 rising to power. All we are seeing is grumbling, murmuring, complaining. Gas prices is going up. People are losing their marbles. People are running for the hills. People, anybody, you see a bunch of people now. Run, get your shit. Go to Africa. Go over there. Go over here. Go over there. You do know that the economy of certain places was kicked off because a bunch of our people listen to folks and then they go online. A bunch of them never return. There'll be a lot of fear mongering. A lot of fear mongers, they'll be online, buy stuff, buy this, buy cryptocurrency, buy that, buy CC, buy Sela, do this, do that, fear, fear, fear. You stand strong and firm in prayer. You have our book. We have prayers in there. Let's see which prayer you can say. Psalm 91. And this is the time for you to take your spiritual bath. Cleanse yourself. Okay? Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Ephesians 6:10 through 17. It's in our book. Put on the full armor. A lot of those people, they're going to come, they're going to try to drag you into garbage, okay? All right? There is against opponent and adversary right there. All right? Dealing with spiritual attack. All right? You can use the Himalayan salt, regular salt, spiritual force field. All those are in our book. At one point, you may not have access to the internet, but the book will never run out of the battery, and it will never run out of gigabytes or whatever. People will come, they will try to bring you down into garbage, into stuff that spirits are on them. Those are the people, the spirits is strongly upon them, and they will bring this fear upon you. They'll try to infect you with whatever. Stay the hell from those people. This is the period of rest for you. The Holy One say he will give you rest. That's your not because of the fast, beloved. Okay, this is the period of rest for you. Okay, this is the period for you to rest. Introspection. Look inside. Look inside of you. Sit there, contemplate it about your life. Look, all mistake, all things that you got yourself involved to. Don't look at what people did to you. Look how you responded. Look how you allow yourself for people to come and infected you. Look how you are so naive. You think this person loves you. You think people, their duty is to protect, love, and cherish you. This is nobody else's duty but your own. Nobody out there is responsible to provide you for love, affection, protection, attention, none of that. So you'll be a fool if you leave those responsibilities to others. Let those people lose their freaking mind. Let them fight and take each other out. The reason why I'm not all over the place cheering up and stuff like that, one, I already did. For 5 years, we've been going out there and telling you those things. Go watch our old videos. 2, because personally, and a couple of the people, we have this in our agenda where we are controlling our emotion now. Whether it's happiness or sadness, we are neutral. At least I am. There are a couple of other videos. I think there is one more video. Oops. All right. No, you know what? Let's finish the video. Let's finish the video, and then we'll move to the other one. Okay. Yes, self-control. Okay, self-control. All right. The other day, a few nights ago, I got into a very mild disagreement with someone, and I overreacted a little bit. I reacted too strong. It wasn't supposed to. I'm like, oh man, I still need work on this thing. I thought I was done. But anyway, man, let's watch this dude. Pay attention to his eyes and his body movement.
Concerns as it relates to the broader concern, as it relates to drone strikes, we've been aware of that information. We've been working collaboratively through the SOC, which we established right after the war began, the State Operations Center, working with the Office of Emergency Service, but also working locally to make sure we transmit any information that we have received, and we're aware of that, which has been reported, I think, by ABC7. We're aware of that information, and we transfer that information in real time to our local partners. Drone issues have been always top of mind, and we've assembled work groups specifically around those concerns. But that's all I'll share at the moment. I have nothing more insightful beyond just what's been reported and how we're transmitting what we know to our local partners, which is critical.
So there you have it. But important to note, authorities emphasize there is no confirmed specific threat tied to the Oscars right now, but they say heightened vigilance is necessary given the global tensions created by the conflict with Iran. Authorities say an encoded shortwave radio message believed to have originated in Iran was detected shortly after the reported killing of the country's supreme leader on February 28th. Investigators say the number sequence resembled signals historically used to communicate with covert operatives and may have been intended for sleeper cells, though officials stress there is no confirmed threat tied to it right now. ABC News, as we just said, reporting the FBI recently warned California law enforcement about intelligence suggesting Iran may have considered launching drone attacks from a vessel off the U.S. West Coast if American strikes occurred. Officials say the report included no details on timing, targets, or perpetrators and remains unconfirmed. Meanwhile, large gatherings like the Oscars remain a focus. Security experts also believe other likely targets include transportation hubs like airports, Jewish facilities, and big sporting and entertainment events. The FBI and Department of Homeland Security say they are continuing to monitor potential retaliation threats today.
They were looking to do something here that was going to get a lot of attention. That is something that would fall within their group of targets. It is kind of believed that they have target folders already ready to go should that day ever come when they get operationalized. The fear is that this day has come.
Security around the Dolby Theater will be extensive. Officials say bomb squads will scan every arriving vehicle using detection equipment and explosive sniffing dogs, while SWAT teams monitor for potential drone threats capable of carrying explosive devices. Undercover officers and specialized counterterrorism units from LAPD and the FBI, Homeland Security as well, they will all be stationed throughout this area. Back out here live at this hour, we can tell you that officials say sharpshooters will also be positioned on nearby rooftops, and officers will maintain 24-hour patrols in this immediate area surrounding the Dolby Theater. That is the latest for now here live in Hollywood. We'll send it back to you at the studio.
Great fear is in the midst of those people. You can see their leaders is in fear. The one that are watching is in fear. And you will see a lot of blasts. So we're like, we are under attack. They are coming for us. We need to stand up and fight. We need to do this. They will come. The blasto will, the black Christian, watch out. I put all my money on the black Christian church. The black Christian will be the first and foremost. They won't come out with Jesus. They will not come out this. They will come out like you. A bunch of people you never know. You have no idea who they are. You never seen them before. They weren't around. A bunch of Johnny come lately, and then they will come up and try to say a few words that kind of resemble what we are saying. They will use like, oh, Yeshua, the Mosai, and Shalak. They'll use some few words and make it look like they are part of whatever's going on now. And say, oh, we need to trust in Yeshua. Give your life to Yeshua and stuff. That's what they wanted to do. Oh, the Blasso will say this. Blasso will come. Let's come together with Esau and some Edison sayings on across America. Yes. They'll come. They'll say words. And you should be able to spot these people and their words and ignore them. Don't engage with them. The worst possible thing you could do, and the worst thing we have done, is try to reason with these people. Is trying to find a common ground with them. Is trying to get a logical stance or some form of logic with them. No. They already made up their mind. They already did made it up. They can't change it. This isn't something that at the end, and then you're like, Big Levi, hey man, I appreciate everything. Now I heard that stuff about the war, the attack gonna come. I live in California, so I'm going back to the church. I'm going to see if Jesus can save me. It doesn't work like that, man. This is not something you can just change camp. It's either you were in or you are not now. You can't change like whatever. Like, I was in a church, and the next thing you know, I'm one of you guys. The Most High just called me like right now. And I need all of you to teach me all the history you've been learning like for years now. And I want to learn them right now, right here, right this moment. And this is your duty to teach me now. You will find an insane group of people that will come unto you. So they will waste your time. Come over there and teach them. Teach me what the feast days are, the colors I'm supposed to wear, and all that. Not like give me some information. You, sir, are going to sit there and teach me every single thing that I need to know concerning this thing. Because you have time for this. As I told many of the beloved out there, if you wish to learn, this isn't like the church. This isn't something you're going to sit and we spoon feed it to you. Okay, Sister Dina, I've noticed that those editors are greeting each other saying Grand Rising. Yeah, as if they are rising now. This is the time where America are going to rise and it's going to get the superpower for the first time. Man, America are going to rule like, we never had that chance. Oh, man, we're going to be the best country in the world. I've been dreaming for America to be the best country in the world. And this is the time and the elite going to do that sort. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Do not get me wrong. There is quite a few amount of, not a few, an insane amount, an ungodly amount of people, whether they are blessed or some of our people that are 83, that are still under this spell that everything is safe and they are not worried about nothing because they either got a job, money, or whatever, because those things usually save people. You know, if you got money or a job, a business or whatever, it will save you. We still have people that think as long as they are somewhere hiding under the earth, above the earth, because Air Force One can fly for a couple of days without touching ground. People think they have this ability to get into an airplane and fly for like a week, because that's how long this thing going to take, a week for this entire thing to, after a week, they will be reset, people will have gold, and then the elite going to come back on top again, rule for another 1,000 years with robots, AI, and some of them will go to Mars. I don't know, man. I don't know what you people are about saying concerning this. The only thing I'm asking, my beloved, is this is a period of rest for you. Rest, beloved. Rest and introspection. What should you do during this time when you're resting and when you try not to get involved with whatever those people are doing over there? Because we spent about more than 40 days and dealing with emotion, the best possible thing to do, if you don't have a closet, you know, you don't have you do not have a place, you can go somewhere in a park, somewhere quiet. Because you devoted these 40 days to mental discipline, emotional regulation, and somewhat spiritual alignment, because you already spiritual aligned. Sometimes you have to strengthen and deepen your alignment. You're already spiritual aligned. And this time, it is very important for you to start this introspection, this period of going deep inside and forget the outside world, because you already know what's going on. You already know what's happening and what's coming. This is the time to, you already prepared to fully, this is the last check, and prepare yourself for the amount of power that you're going to receive and how you're going to use it. Now, you spent this 40-day period timeline in this fast, so you are about to enter the ordinary lifestyle, the ordinary things. Your mind won't be as heightening as it was during the fast, because there are certain things that happen. You're like, yo, I'm fasting, I'm not going to involve with this, fasting, I'm not going to involve with that. Now that you're going to return to this ordinary crap, you may not, you know, not in the fast, this thing happened, and then you get involved, you get angry, you pushing back, you do this, you get excited, you're happy because this team won, whatever and stuff. You got to still say, okay, you know what? This is the structure, the system, the organization that I'm going to take. Remember, structure mind, organized thoughts. This is my structure, this is my system, and then this is what I'm going to use when this stuff happen, and this is how I'm going to behave. Without this structure, beloved, without this organized thoughts, many of the good, many of the things that you gain, the insights, the wisdom that you gain during this 40-day period, they could quickly disappear. Remember, just because you go to this fast, to this thing, doesn't mean problem won't come anymore. Things won't happen. They will come, they will happen. It's just now you're better equipped to deal with them. I am not a reactionist. I am not a reactionaire. I am a proactionist. I'm a proactionaire. I'll deal with this proactively with surgeon precision and with grace. Yes, I am going to walk in the street. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to go do this. I will meet people in the street, Christians or whatever, with their garbage saying the war is going to end, because the war indeed is ending. They will come up to me and they will try to tell me about their Jesus or whatever. I have family members that will pressure me to come and then be with them because they feel alone, they feel scared because their religion and stuff. I will not deal with this with anger. I will not deal with this with pushback and stuff like that and stuff. I will just ignore it and pass. Above all, I will not try to convince them that it is my time. It is because of what they did to me. They know. They know very damn well. You tell them, they argue. You just bend over like water. You pass through the rocks. Back then used to be this sledgehammer that's smashing every rock that you can find. Everything, every problem in your life, you smash through it. No, sometimes you have to be the air. You freely move around things and you're gone. Sometimes you have to be water. You take the shape or form of whatever that's around. You let those people do whatever that they need to do. Beloved, we are not talking about something that is not only spiritual, physical. It's psychological too. During this period of fast, your body went to some restraint. Not only from food, but certain pleasure, certain emotion you didn't get involved with. Your mind had practiced some form of sustaining governance. It has restricted itself. And your emotion has been intentionally controlled or regulated. So now you cannot enter this period, the regular period, briskly, especially we are coming upon our new year, 2026 is coming, and we're coming to the Passover. You have to gradually enter. This is you just coming out of the desert, the heat for 40 days, and you got blister on your lips. You can't just jump in the AC and the ice bath and start eating a bunch of food and drinking a gallon of whiskey, vodka, and so. No. This thing has to gradually enter and take place. Let it gradually, the temperature rise. Now, during this time, beloved, you're going to ask yourself, what positive habits during these 40 days that I had that is somewhat strengthened? Which emotional triggers have lost their power? Where did discipline is an issue? You got to ask yourself these things. What is the thing in me during these 40 days that is the more transformative? We'll begin with the good habit. Reading. I have no doubt in my mind, every single people that are in the midst of us read at least once or twice a week. It may not be the Bible, and it shouldn't be the Bible all the time, but they read something, whether it's an article, a book, whether they read some stuff, they got books, they got things, they see things, they do research. Those are good habits. Did I read more during the 40-day fast? Listening. Watching, did I listen to positive things? I'm not talking about motivational and stuff. Those things are emotional. Those will get you into some kind of emotion. You heighten it, you this, you that, then you come down very fast. No. Did I spend this 40 days listen to something transformative? Words of wisdom, discussion. Did I reflect on things that happened to me in the past? Or better yet, how am I going to deal with things that's going to happen in the future? Because the problem is, beloved, whenever we deal with H in the past and we go to some kind of rehab and we think those things won't happen again. No, this is the fact of life. It will happen. And when those things come unto me, how am I going to act? Am I going to react the same way that I used to? Or am I going to use precision, gracefulness, and act against whatever this thing is? Because it will come back. This person that you had beef with, now you won or whatever's happened, it will come back. This behavior, this vice and type of things that you have, they will come back. This is an opportunity, beloved, to consolidate your discipline. This is an opportunity because discipline compounds over time. The more you do it, the more strength you get, the deeper it gets. And then it becomes embedded in your DNA. Something is activated, attached onto it. It becomes a habit now. None of you wake up one day with bad habits and start doing things because you keep doing it, you become à l'aise, you become relaxed, you become, I did this thing all the time. It's the same thing with positive habits. They are hard, but they must be done. This is the period, beloved, for you to keep on practice the discipline. Structure. 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8, 9 a.m., I wake up, 5 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever the time I wake up, the moment I wake up, I already know what I'm going to do. I can't wake up and sitting in the bed, oh boy, what I'm going to do today. Oh, all right, let me see what's going on in the phone. Oh boy, scroll. No. First thing first, you don't touch your phone at all. Well, if the alarm ring on your phone, you put it off, that's it. You pray, you do your routine, you do your introspection, your 10 minutes thinking and stuff. You go do your stuff, do your thing, and then you prepare whatever breakfast or things you're going to do, get the kids ready to school, get yourself ready for work. You know you're going to go to work. Say, I am going to go to work, and I'm going to have a good day, no matter what. You go to work, this person, she loves to brew tea and especially behind your back. Accept it. Say, this is what this person is. She's a tea maker, a tea brewer. She put spice, she put hot sauce, she put salt, she put honey, sugar, she put Haitian her tea and give it to people. That's her job. That's what I can't change that. I cannot alter this. The only thing I can do is not to participate, help her brew that tea or drink from her or his tea. Let this person be. Let him or her be. Let them charge their karmic battery. My job is my job. I'm watching for myself and do the job that I'm supposed to do and come back home. See, say something, I'm not going to overreact. This customer come angry and calling me name and try to throw something at me. He or she's dealing with, I don't know. I don't make any sales today. It happen. Sometimes good day happen. Sometimes bad days happen. Today was a good day. Something bad happened. Today was a good day. I learned from whatever this lesson happened. And beloved, this is how you go through a period of introspection into things. Stop trying to be a good Christian and go out there and change people. You can't. This is the fact of life. This is human nature. This is who this person really is. Stop trying to squeeze orange and expect apple juice to come out. Know for a fact this person, Christianity taught our people, if you pray for the devil, enough, he will become God. If you pray for demons enough, they'll change, they'll become angel. If you devoted your life to change scumbaggery, to force yourself come in this church or whatever, he or she will change. And you got people that take advantage of this. They know you got a good heart. Well, in that case, you got a weak heart. And they will come to you. They act, they are changing. And then you will open your arm, you open your house, you open your life to this person, and then they ended up hurting you. Now you are blaming them how evil they are. They are snakes. You cannot say, oh man, this viper bit me now. I have a venom in me, it's going to kill me. No. This is a viper. I have recognized this. No matter what you do to this viper, it will never turn into a dog. Be careful if you want this viper as a pet. Having a viper as a pet versus having a goldfish as a pet, it's two different things. The dangers is comparing fire and an apple. You should have known that. You should have known. Well, I know it's a viper, but you know, I have it ever since he was an egg, ever since he was a little baby, a fingerling or whatever. It's a viper, dude. They do that. This is a goldfish. This thing get too big, there's a possibility it could end up in an oven. But with a viper or a freaking python, you know, some kind of alligator or freaking lion or tiger cub that you get it as a pet. Yo, this is different. This is not like having somewhat a parrot or some kind of bird as a pet. This is a baby tiger you have here. At one point, this thing will become big. But if I raise it strong enough, It's called the human nature, human mind. At one point, something happened. You forgot to feed this thing. And you thought you did. And you go to sleep, and then this thing spent like a day without eating. And the next day, you forgot again. And then the animal instinct get into this thing, and then it starts seeing you as a prey. It attack you. Either you become a complete victim, or you become some other partial victim. You miss some whatever that is. Be very careful out there, beloved. Treat people as they are. See them as they are. Stop that Christian garbage. Oh, he's a child of God. He's a son of God. Not everybody you see or that working in this reality, in this realm, are human being or are the children of God. That's a very misconception. Yea, indeed, whatever is going on out there is the creation of the Holy One, but not every one of them has that pure heart. And stop projecting your emotion onto people. Remember, everybody out there is out of their goddamn mind. They are crazy. They are insane. You are the only sane driver in the road. Watch out for yourself, and above all, watch out for others. Most people don't care. They want to get whatever place. You need to watch out both ways. Look out both ways. Make you all look in and out, inward and outward. You master both of them. All right, beloved, let's get a quick prayer, and then we will leave you with peace. We will leave you with love. Heavenly Father, Earthly Mother, we say great, great, great praise as we see the war, the rumors of wars, the panic, the fear, the confusion, the frustration is heavy in the midst of our enemy. Indeed, you are frustrating them. We are so glad, we are happy that you listen to us during this period. We are going to go for our rest. To our beloved brothers and sisters out there, we are resting. At least I am, okay? There will be such trouble videos, especially for tomorrow, continually, but you will not see me coming over there and speak like this. You can watch my videos. You can join our class. We will teach privately if you wish to learn. It's not something we advertise if you are there because the Holy Spirit wanted you to be there. We say great praise, Heavenly Father, for the grain rising in the midst of our people, in the midst of the nation. Thank you for putting your mighty boots upon 83's neck. Thank you for making this thing better for us and worse for them. When we look during this period of the 40-day fast that we had officially ended yesterday, thank you for today. We symbolically ended. We can eat anytime we please. We can drink anytime we please. And we said great glory. And thank you for the Holy Spirit for being in our midst and protecting us and providing us with safety, calmness, protection, and abundance. During this time, it's a hard time out there. We ask that the Holy Mother make it better for us and providing unto the one that needs providence. May the will of the Holy One be done in this earth as it is in heaven. Selah, so be it. Thank you. Beloved, great glory. Thank you for everyone that join us and everyone that be in the midst of us. All right. We will take your question. Let us play this again.
Josie A. I reform. This is for you. Great glory. Grain rising. Yeah. Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. You can't stop the Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. Genesis 15:13 indenture. It was divine capture that our people had to endure. 83 hours of future, no measure for their pasture. The blessing is fisher, the culture vultures fracture. No departure for the rapture, reality is rupture. Coming down to no structure, the first of them is not sure, but the last of us is a treasure, yeah. They thought their deeds were obscure, actions they got you. And confusion, her voice was the only thing to usher. Now feel the full wrath of her pleasure. You can't stop the Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. You can't stop the Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. You can't stop the Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. You can't stop the Most High Rav. Shows with that lecture, the reacher's useless gesture. We are the same creature, we worship by nature. 400 of torture, it was a great adventure. They want to be us by twisting our holy scripture. Changing the procedure, forging our signature. Even emotions are venture, want none of our mixture. Now everyone wants to sever the pleasure. That's why we say, you cannot stop the Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. You can't stop the Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. You can't stop the Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. You can't stop the Most High Rav. Church was got you when you match you pass on match you. Every down was manicure, the sermon was a pedicure. The blessing was secure, we were considering impure. We were considering impure, the curse of heavenly treasure. Eyes filled with aperture, feels rendered and insecure. Prophecies are now near, words heal and also endure. Was it waiting in 83, no words could ever conjure. That's right, we say, you can't stop the Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. You can't stop the Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. You can't stop the Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. The Most High Rav. You can't stop the Most High Rav. You can't stop it. You can't hide it. You can't avoid it. You can't escape it. You can't stop it. You can't hide it. You can't avoid it. You can't escape it. You can't stop it. You can't can't hide it, you can't avoid it, you can't escape it, you can't stop it, stop. You can't hide it, you can't avoid it, no, you can't stop the Most High wrath. Wrath, the Most High wrath. Wrath, the Most High wrath. Wrath, the Most High wrath. Yeah, wrath, the Most High wrath. Wrath, the Most High wrath. Wrath, the Most High wrath. Yeah, wrath, the Most High wrath. You can't stop the Most High wrath. Wrath, the Most High wrath. Yeah, wrath, the Most High wrath. Oh, wrath, the Most High wrath. You can't stop the Most High wrath. We're gonna wrath, the Most High wrath. Wrath, the Most High wrath. Wrath, the Most High wrath. Yeah, wrath, the Most High wrath. Wrath, the Most High wrath. Wrath, the Most High wrath. Yeah, wrath, the Most High wrath. You can't stop the Most High wrath. Wrath, the Most High wrath. Yeah, wrath, the Most High wrath. Oh, wrath, the Most High wrath. You can't stop the Most High wrath. We're gonna wrath. Stop, stop the Most High wrath. You can't stop. You can't stop. Can't stop the Most High wrath. Yeah, wrath. Yeah, yeah. You can't stop. Watch out. Whoa. Let's go my way.
Yes, indeed, you can't stop the Most High wrath. Yeah, you can't. When you play those songs, it vibrated the ley line, man. Things change. See what happened when we released our album? The moment, the moment we released the album, the February 22nd, look what happened after February 22nd. Woo! Look what happened. Right after we released the Wrath, the album, the songs going to the airline and to the ley lines, the airwaves, boom. Hey, man, things change, man. That's what it is. You can't stop this. You cannot avoid this. You can't escape it. You can't do anything concerning it because we try. We had more power than you. We couldn't. That's your thing right now. Wrath, man, cannot stop this. Okay. All right. So, any question, beloved? Any question? Indeed, happy Jubilees. Okay. Any question? That's right. That's right. You know, before we have any scoffers, the children of Yasharal know his wife best. If anything that we know, because we're infamously known, you know, to do this to the Holy One, you know. Yeah. Hey, man, all praises, man. We are the only people that truly know the wrath of the Holy One. We told you can't escape it. Once this fellow is after you, dog, there is no way out of this. You can't escape. You can't get out of here. Even if you people acting, if you go to somewhat Mars, you are avoided because the Holy One can't get to Mars. He can't get there, or any angels or whatever extraterrestrial or demon can go to Mars. You know, and you people acting like Mars is some kind of like dead planet. Well, Mars is just like Earth, population, technology, people living over there. They call them the Madimites. We talk to them all the times. You know, all the planet, including the sun, they have civilization and being living in there. Something that is above you will put your science, you say, this is not true because the sun is too hot. Nothing can live in there. Because, well, you haven't been in there because, you know, your science told you otherwise. But higher knowledge, when you're studying them, you realize, those are the Shemeshites. All right. Okay. They, you know, Levanahites and Kokavites and Zedekites and Nogahites and Shabbatites, they all there. They are real beings that live there, you know. But nonetheless, any question before we send you with peace, beloved? Any concern? We are going into a hiatus, beloved, a little break, okay? You will not be able to see me face to face like that. Though you will receive Esau's Trouble video, You will receive certain videos, but you will not be able to see me like this, seeing my face. You will hear my voice, but not my face. Okay. What story from our ancestors did they get the Lord of the Rings for? Mainly antediluvian, which means before the flood, or yeah, mostly before the flood. It's the story of during the time of Methuselah, during the time of Enoch. You know, one thing they didn't display too much is not the angel, but the giants. But the orcs, they were very real. They were other nation of people. You know, and those being, they are more likely to submit to the Holy One than normal human being, because they were normal before. The Holy One cursed them and turned them into this vile creature because of the thing they've done. You know, they are more likely to submit and stuff like that. But that was during the time of Methuselah. When you read the book of Adam and Eve, and you realize that Methuselah had that sword that, I believe in the book of Joshua also, in another coded book, Methuselah had a sword that the angel made for him. This sword can kill spirits, it can kill any demon, it can even kill the devil. So within the sword, he was able to vanquish anyone. And the sword was broken, and in the end of the Lord of the Rings 3, those things is not something they imagine, beloved. They pull them from somewhere. Some other books, some other stuff they read, and they pull it from this place, okay? All right? There are many other books out there, like this Catholic priest was speaking the other day. He was speaking about Michael, okay? So once he said Michael is one of the primary angels, he's the second in common. The one in common, the first one in common is, I can't say his name, but is Metraton. You know, he's the vicegerent. He's the first one that watched. He's the first angel of Shemesh. Damn it. There we go. I don't know. This thing he wasn't supposed to. Oh, okay. All right. It's supposed to do this. All right. Okay. So he was talking about this. Once you, let me see if I can get this right quick. There we go. Oops. All right. Okay. So he's the first one. And once you reach, okay, the first pentacle of Sunday. Oops. Okay, this is the, okay, those are sacred name. I can't say them. Okay, me personally can't. What you see above is you know what? Let's take the one that is the most realest one here. I think it's this one. What you see here, again, this is a representation. Is what's the proper name for this thing again? This is a light. Moses has it once you become a master Kabbalist, like John, not John the Baptist, John the disciple. They only had 3 Kabbalists. Yahusha was one, John was one, John the Baptist was one, Isaiah was one, Ezekiel was one, and pretty much, and Samuel. throughout the Bible, you only got no more than 10 Kabbalists. Kabbalists are like Sith Lord. You can only have one or two at some period of time. And let me see. Caesar's crown. Reef, is that what that is? Okay, still a reef crown. So this is where the swagger jack is. The crown, when you wear it, it formed this. It's a crown. When you have it, and then you can see this, and then the one, it's like a horn, and then that make this circle the scent. It will make this. Okay, what you're seeing, I believe this is St. Paul right there. No, that's St. Nicholas. And then it will form this thing above your head and behind your head. This is real. This isn't something that they draw or whatever. This thing is real. And at one point, they will be activated, okay? They will be activated. Not quite sure what celestial alignment that we need. And once we get this celestial alignment, those things will be right behind your head and above your head. Okay. Crown of Loyal. Thank you. Thank you. That's a proper name. The human halo. Harmonic of gold. We spoke about this here. Then again, those things are sacred. I should not cast what is sacred unto dogs, and I cannot cast pearl in front of swine. You know, this is what it is. But this Catholic priest sat there, and then he was saying how Michael isn't coming of this, is second and coming away. How do you know that, man? How do you know this? This isn't some information you just come up with. You must have been in other books. You must have read other things. Like the brother said, because you forbid other people not to read other books, and you use, because it was your time, you tell our people, don't do this, don't read this. And the angels were at that time and demons under your service. Okay, they were here to provide you because they receive orders from the Holy One to serve you. Make sure you enjoy your blessing to the fullest, which you did. And then now the simulation switch, the AI switch, it no longer serves you, it serves us now. That's how all those things is going now. And you refuse to tell the people, okay, well, yeah, we knew. We had the books and stuff. The Lord of the Rings. It's not a book we imagine. Okay, that TV show on HBO. It's not something we imagine. We pull them from information, books that we hide from you, books that we tell you not to read. All those things you see those people are practicing out there, they never come up with one of them. It's our information, ritual, practice, ceremonies that they bastardize, and then they brought it out there as if they come up with it. No, you didn't. The blessing is over, man. All right, so good. To answer the brother's question concerning the Lord of the Ring, it's like a compile stories. There are certain things that are antediluvian during the time of Atlantis before the flood, and then there are certain things after the flood. Okay, the flood was made to kill a very specific race that was horribly, they were causing too much destruction. They had to put them down. But there are still many other things that survived the flood. There are books that, you know, there are people that take yield to what Noah was saying. It wasn't Noah only and the ark or whatever. That's what you Christian. Man, you guys did a lot of damage, man. Okay, there's a lot of people that did take yield to what Noah said, and they survived. And the Holy One had grace upon them. He said, okay, well, you're not part of whatever's coming next. Go over there. And then he put them in certain realm and stuff like that. When Hesh is about to be done, certain things will be suffer. For instance, this brother shared this with me. Okay. All right. Let me share this with the beloved. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to download that. Let me see this. Let me download this and save to download. All right. Brother Ali just shared this with me. What happened here? Oh boy, all right, let me see if I can share this. All right. I just share that, and then we're probably going to close. There's no sound in it. All right, the brother shared this with me today. All right. Here we go. I'm going to read this, and whoever want to draw wisdom can. I can't zoom in too much in that because freaking Mac, man. In Persian mythology, specifically in Ferdowsi's Shahnameh, the tyrant King Zahak or Zohak is imprisoned inside Mount Damavand, Iran's highest volcano. Okay? After ruling for 1,000 years with 2 serpents growing from his shoulders, he was defeated by the hero Pharaoh, who chained him in a cave as punishment. Yesterday, we were talking about dragons and caves and stuff like that. Certain cave, brother Big Judah did talk about this the other day. In Kentucky, you cannot go there. Certain cave in the Grand Canyon, you can go there. Okay? Now, here's where the AI, of course, they taught her to do things like that. Okay? The myth, Zahak, influenced by the devil, Ahriman, had 2 snakes grow from his shoulders that require daily feeding with human brains. Those were myths, man. These things exist. They happen. People won't record details, things like that, because it just came out of their mind. They just made something up. And then when you try to go check the location, the government will kill you. Then I gotta say, oh, no, ain't you? They will just shoot you and kill you. Okay? The imprisonment, instead of killing him, Pharaoh chained the monstrous Zahak inside of a cave on Mount Damavand, where he is destined to remain until the end of the world. Symbolism. All right, I'm not going to get into that, okay? All right? So, yesterday we were talking about dragons and stuff like that. Oh. Okay. All right. This is Zahak, which have two snakes on his shoulders, and they eat human brains. Those were not things they just sit there and draw. And draw and things like that. Okay? See Zahak here chilling with two lady boy. Okay? And he was defeated by the hero. Those are real stories, but people just will sit there and say, oh, those are like people imagine those things and stuff. No, they don't. All right. So they will literally, have things like that. And people will tell you, oh, those are stories and, they do not exist and stuff like that. Let's go to Iran volcano, Damavan. Okay, this is in Iran, all right? A snowy mountain, a snowy volcano. This is where the legend said this snake dude is imprisoned. Thank you. Same as that fellow, okay? Just like Clash of the Titans. Because they weren't just stories, all right? They weren't just stories, okay? This is the place over there in Iran where this fellow is chained inside of this thing. All right? So, and he was defeated by what's the hero name again? Feridun. And this is the hero that defeated him. All right. Those are not drawing. You can see the fellow down there, the Zahak, with two snakes on his shoulders, and Feridun, the warrior. It has like a scepter kind of weapon in his hand, a magical scepter, and he has a lion. Okay, a lion hind with two claws on his shoulders and a shield and a dagger and a sword, but he vanquished the foe with this magical wand in his hand. Okay, who do you know that have always fighting with lion symbolism? Okay, look at the symbol in his belt. Okay, look at the symbol in his belt. Those are not stories those people just came up with. He got two great lion paws on his shoulders. Okay, the lion is behind him, and he struck the pose where he defeated the foe. All right, you already know who those people were that were fighting this type of thing. Okay, those are not kind of stories people made up because no, those are historical facts. They recorded. Okay, this is a soldier, the Lion tribe, Lion of Judah. this is all right. This is what it is. Okay. And this is Feridun right here with the holy scepter of Mars or Madim dressing in red because he was a mighty might warrior. All right. Okay. So that's what it is. He was a fighter. Okay. This is coined, where he's defeating beasts and fighting them. All right, people are sitting there. Oh, those things, those were like whatever they just draw. No, it isn't. If somebody sent me a message here. Not quite sure if the sister. All right. There we go. Yeah, Clash of the Titan had a lot of truth in there.
For another time. Do you know what? You're so right with regards to vipers and pulling away from people and having time to for reflection and introspection, and that's what the fast has allowed us to do. I do want to say though, when you start to pull away from people that you've been around, especially when they're close to you, it can be very dangerous. And I know for my own experience, I have a neighbor, I have two neighbors, and they, well, they're kind of just because I've pulled away from them, they're sort of getting ever creative and trying to find ways to pull me back in and get my attention, even to the point where, they've sort of like called in a welfare check for my mum. And, with a weird kind of insinuation, if you know what I mean, that somehow my mum's not being looked after. And I'm just saying because when you close people down to a point, you can be nice, but you just don't want to give them your energy. It can be dangerous because they can try and find other ways to step up. Anyway, I've got my spiritual armor on, so it's all good. And if the nation can just pray for me, I'll be so happy. If there is a prayer that I request is that, that these particular neighbors are so busy that they just don't have any time to focus on me. Anyway. All right, that's all I needed to say. Thanks, bye.
All right, great glory, shalom, and thank you, beloved, for sharing this with us. And keep the beloved sister Josie in your prayer, because once you detach yourself from people, they will do the best they can to hurt you. Okay, all right, beloved, I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. I say shalom. You have a blessed day. Rest, introspection, great glory.
The 8K family.
Have you ever felt a deep yearning for spiritual growth but didn't know where to start? What if I told you there's a guide that can lead you through every step? Introducing the 8K Family Handbook. This comprehensive guide is your ultimate companion for spiritual empowerment, offering invaluable insights and practical steps to enhance your spiritual journey. What's inside? Perform spiritual background checks. Learn how to assess spiritual energies and protect yourself from negative influences. Connect with your guardian angel. Discover methods to establish a strong, supportive relationship with your guardian angel for guidance and protection. Develop your magical abilities. Unleash your innate magical potential with step-by-step instructions and exercises tailored for all levels. Whether you're a novice or a seasoned practitioner, the 8K Family Handbook provides the tools and knowledge you need to elevate your spiritual practice. Begin your journey to empowerment and enlightenment today. Available now on Amazon.com.